is a person who is enhancing, who just being around them, when I'm around them, I feel good because that's a good thing. Some people, when you're around them, you feel terrible. For some people, when you're around them, they steal your time, they steal your energy. You realize I spent 3 hours with that person and it was a complete waste of time, and so you start to evaluate, you start to pay attention to where you're spending your stuff, your time, your energy, and your money, right? Now, then we go to the really practical things, and I'm going to really zip through this stuff because we do have less than 15 minutes, right? So identify the 3 to 5 things that must happen for you to hit your goals. So in essence, what are the things that must happen for me to hit my goals? And so if I'm working in corporate, for example, and I'm looking to really move my career forward, I would say the first thing that needs to happen is, you know what, I need to get invitations to interviews. That's the first thing. If I'm not getting invitations to interviews, ain't going to happen. Number 2, I need to develop a reputation within my space or my industry or my organization as someone people will want to work with. Because right now, nobody knows me. I need to be visible, right? So I need to be visible. I need to start getting invitations for interviews. Number 3 is I need to be able to sell myself. Right, and I need to be able to back up what I say. So, I mean, I'm just saying that these are some of the things that you would probably look at saying these are the things that need to be in place. What must happen for me to hit my goals, right? Now, so it's the same thing in business. What are the 3 to, so it's identifying, because this is what happens. Along the way, we find ourselves engaged in stuff, a lot of stuff that we don't need to be doing. We're just doing all these things. And so by defining the things that must happen, we need to do, we become more intentional. And that's the thing. So the keys to acceleration is focus. It's focused energy. It's focusing your time, your energy, and your money on the things that help you to be more productive, right? So identify those 3 to 5 things. What are they, right? And be very clear about those. Then number 2, it's making sure you have the skills and systems and support. Now, there's certain skills that you need to have. For example, in the corporate, if you're looking to enjoy accelerated career growth, you've really got to work on your networking skills. You've got to work on connecting with people. I call it, you've got to learn how to blow your trumpet without becoming obnoxious or arrogant. You just have to, because if you're brilliant and no one knows you're brilliant, right? And a lot of people don't feel comfortable with this. We're talking about mindset. And a lot of people don't feel comfortable with this. I worked in corporate, and I knew when I had, people who I would coach with, and they struggled with this. And I remember someone saying to me then, but DJ, why can't my work just speak for itself? I said, yes, your work speaks for itself. It just won't speak for you. Right?
Ooh, nice one.
And this, because she said, but why can't I just, she was very frustrated. She says, DJ, why can't I just do a brilliant job and my work will speak for itself? And I say, yes, it would. Right? You do a brilliant job. Someone looks and says, oh, this is really brilliant. And your manager's the one who's at the meeting, and they commend your manager for bringing something brilliant over. And if your manager's a sneaky so-and-so, they're just going to smile and say, thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've got to be quite tactful in how you let people know that you're brilliant, right? So, and these are the things, and again, some people don't feel comfortable. These are the skills you need to develop: how to sell myself, how to be able to position myself. That's a skill. If there's actually, since we're here, I'm just going to say this: if there's one skill I would like everybody to master, because it will help you in your career, in your business, in everything, it's selling. And when I'm saying selling, I'm not saying exchanging stuff for money. I'm saying helping people to buy into your ideas, buy into a different perspective, buy into having you work on their team, buy into having you work in their company, buy into you coming into, buy into wanting to be in a relationship with you, buy into. Basically, the people who are best at selling are the people who get the most. And that's just it, and you don't have to ever exchange. So when I'm saying selling, I'm not saying, exchanging pounds or dollars for a product or service. I'm saying getting people to buy into something, an idea, buy into a concept, buy into the ability to do that. And that really comes down to people skills. It really comes down to people skills and influencing skills. And I encourage people to invest in that. I see a lot of people who are frustrated because, they struggle to get other people to buy into what they have. And ultimately, if we're going to enjoy accelerated growth and the technical skills, and these are really important, I realize for many people, it's not really the technical skills, even those do hold people back. It's usually the tactical skills or the people skills that people struggle with. So get the skills, get the systems, and get the support that you will need. Okay, so few things, if you're in the career space, get the support. If I'm not really good at writing a brilliant CV, then find someone who is and sit down with them and let them help you write a CV that gets noticed and pay them. That's support. If you realize, okay, I don't have these particular skills, go and train yourself up, develop the skills. I guess the key thing is, do that stuff. So get the skills, get the systems, get the support. Number 3, and this is all, develop a game plan. Now, when I say a game plan, it's what I mean is you've evaluated. See, now you say, well, but I had a plan before. But now what you've done is you've done some pruning, you've zeroed in on the things you need to focus on, the things you need to be doing, and then you put together a plan. And I'm gonna zip through this very quickly and give an example of how I've done this, right? Develop a game plan, and then the next thing is you drive that game plan with intensity and focus. I mean, I talk about the 90-day intensity program, which is you do something really intense, consistently and intentionally for 90 days. I believe if you want to break through in your career and break through in your business, if you do the 90-day intense, you will experience a breakthrough. And it happened to me so many different times. Every time I was breaking through in my career, every time I was breaking through to a new income level in my business, it was when I implemented the 90-day intense program. So I'll give this example. This example I was sharing earlier on, and then I'm just going to hand back to you, Keith. Now, I remember when I was talking about this network marketing direct sales business, which I got involved in, and I would go for all these events. I was all over the place. And I was everywhere. They said, show up at meetings. I was showing up at the meetings, but my business wasn't growing. So one day I sat down and I said, okay, DJ, hold on. You just can't keep doing this. It's not getting you the results you want. So I sat down and I said, well, what do I actually want? And my goal at the time was to become what we called in that company a regional director, which was a leadership position. When you're at that leadership position, you really start making some good money, right? So I said my goal at the time was to be a regional director with that particular company I was with at the time, okay? And I said, okay, what are the help get results? I'm going to these meetings, I'm doing all that other stuff, I'm reading on stuff online. What's actually been helping me? And I realized what was actually helping me the most, having conversations with people and then I realized that when people had CEOs, they were more open to discussing with me, and when I did that, they would enroll in my business. So I made a decision, right, that I was going to do the 90-day. I'd never heard of the 90-day intense, but I just made a decision I was going to drive this for 90 days, and I had a strategy. I won't go into details because it will be quite boring, but the problem was I stopped meetings. I stopped going to those places because they were not productive. I knew, yes, it was helping my ego because I was always invited up to speak and to give my testimonial, but I wasn't really getting results. So I stopped going to meetings, and I just sat down and I just focused with intensity on making phone calls, calling people, interviewing people, getting them to look at websites, and I just did, and I poured my energy and my time and my money into the things that were helping me get the most productivity. Now, this was month 17 in my business. In the first 16 months, I had brought into my business a total of about 15 people. in first 16 months. Month 17, I brought in over 10. In month 18, I brought in over 20. And from that time on, I was bringing into my organization a minimum of 20 people. Remember, the first 6 months, I brought 15. But what had happened, I cut out the things that weren't relevant, and this was, I just focused with it. I got systems. I had developed the skills over time, and I had identified what I needed, the 3 things I needed to do, and I was just driving it with intensity. And I was tired after 90 days. You do this 90 intensive, you will be exhausted, but you will break through. Right? That's pretty much what, that's the secret. It's focused energy on the things that actually help you progress. Do that with intensity. Now, what would help with that is get a coach or preferably a mentor for support, accountability, and leverage. And I said earlier on, get a mentor. It will make a big difference. Now, do you need to get a mentor if you're someone who's disciplined? If you're someone who, but that's probably about maybe 3% of the population, right? If you are that top 3%, then maybe you don't need to, but I encourage us to. And I don't care whether it's someone who doesn't charge you a penny or someone who charges you $100,000. I don't care, but just get a mentor that will help you support and accountability, and also give you leverage from their expertise and knowledge. And that's it, Keith. I'm just going to park it there because I've said a fair bit already.
Wow, that's a lot of information in there. Thank you so much, DJ. I strongly recommend people listening to this listen to it a couple of times, because there is a lot of stuff in there which DJ covered. Thank you so much for that. I knew you were going to give us a lot of content. You always do. You've got a free. I know one of the things you do is you work with people who, who want to be coaches and build coaching businesses. And you've got a free gift for those people. I've had a look at some of the stuff that's in there, and I reckon that's some of the stuff in there is going to be of interest to a much wider audience as well. People, if you want to get some good info from DJ, he's got a free gift. It is Profit from Coaching Academy. The website for that is just go to profitfromcoaching.com/academy. Pop along to there. It is completely free. There's a lot of great content in there. It's, as I say, it's mainly aimed at people who want to build coaching businesses, etc. But as we've said so many times, all of these things work cross-contextually. And even if running a coaching business is the last thing on your mind, I guarantee you will get a lot of great content from DJ's very generous free gift there. You will find stuff in there that you can apply in any area of creating change in your life. And that's profitfromcoaching.com/academy. DJ, it's been an absolute blast as always. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join me on this. I really appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having me. I've enjoyed it myself, Keith.
Excellent. And to you, dear listener, thank you for joining me on this. Again, go to DJ's profitfromcoaching.com/academy. Get his free gift. Don't forget to check out theconfidencealchemist.com. You can get the white paper on 5 hidden secrets of confidence from there, completely free. Also check out theconfidencealchemist.com/radio show, where you'll find details of this episode, previous episodes, and future episodes as they come up.
You've been listening to the Confidence Alchemist radio show. To find out more, visit theconfidencealchemist.com.
I can do anything. I can reach any goal today. I can do what I want. I can be what I want to be.
Coach on Fire Radio.